Alright guys, so here is the second video on my absolutely terrible Lasko Windstorm 18-inch pedestal fan. I don't really this is the second video on it. So I got this from the auction for $10, which is honestly pretty cheap for a fan this size. And turns out $10 was the same price for the 16-inch. Was the same price for the S16 500 right here. But that's a 16-inch fan. This is 18 inches, and this is the second video of me demonstrating it, and I'm gonna talk about why I kind of like my other pedestal fans more than this one. So the fan doesn't first of all, you might think it's cool because of the way the blade is designed. It has 10 blades, and I believe it's called a Windstorm because of the design of the blades look like a windmill. And and other than the 16-inch Optimus pedestal fan, which is also this is the only other remote control pedestal fan I have. But this is the this is more of a deluxe Lasko remote control pedestal fan because earlier this year I actually did find the first generation Lasko remote control pedestal fan with like it has 3 speeds and like colored lights for speeds and all that. But yeah, it was a cyclone. It was a cyclone like that one, but it was black. But I did that like maybe back in April, maybe. I think, yeah. But this one is this is a Costco fan, except I got this from an auction. So you can see here are the modes. So what you have here is I'm gonna get for this real quick. Hold on. Okay. So here are the modes right here. So what you'll have is the power mode, the fan speed, the timer. Wait, no. This is timer and oscillation, and this feature, which I do not know what it is. My freaking camera will not focus. There we go. It's the auto feature, which yeah, you can see right there the icon with the letter A on it. That's the auto feature. I'm not sure if that has something to do with the remote, but yeah, it's gonna cross base instead of a round one like the other Lasko pedestal fans that I have, and like all the other models that they have. There's no badge either. I think it probably fell off during shipping to the auction where I bought the fan. So yeah. Also, the terrible part of the fan is about when I turn it on. But first of all, you want to turn this around real quick? Okay. Now, this one has a motor-driven oscillation inside the motor, which which is basically control with the buttons instead of having a push button on the top. But yeah. It also does tilt as well. 4 positions. And if I spin it, it's sort of out of balance too. I guess that was kind of my inference for this fan, because it doesn't yeah. So yeah. So with that plugged in now, let's go ahead and start it up. And this is where the terrible part of the fan comes in. The fan shakes. The fan shakes. Doesn't move a whole lot of air on the lowest, on the 2 lowest settings, and that's where the worst part of the fan comes in. It makes this abnormal vibration noise, and it's annoying. It just does it on speed 1 and speed 2. I don't know about speed 3, but speed 4 is fine, I guess. So yeah. So here we go with speed 1. Listen to that. How awful is that? Is that going to be the motor or something? I didn't know. And then it also does shake. Shaking really bad. Over the days of having the fan though, I thought the noise would be cured, but it turns out nope, still does it. And there's low, this is medium. Still does it on medium, like I said. So low and medium are not the speeds that I'm going to be using this fan on. And here's speed 3. Now speed 3 is where the noise stops and the fan sounds the way it should. As you can tell, the fan is now a lot quieter. No noise in the air is actually starting to pick up now. The fan is still out of balance, so it's still shaking. And here's 4. I'm going to put the oscillation on. I'll show you guys it while it's shaking at high speed. Yeah, the main part of the motor housing does shake a lot on high speed. Yeah, the shaking is the other problem with the fan. That yeah, the buzzing sound is not the only problem. The fan does shake. I guess you can also tilt it up while it's running if you do it very carefully. Otherwise, I think this will happen. So basically, you can only tilt it up. Tilting it down while it's running is not what you want. But yeah, so off, and yeah, there it is, the very, very terrible Lasko Windstorm Pedestal Fan. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next fan video. As always, peace.